If you play the game long enough, you'll recognize the patterns and you'll exploit them. This quote will be the foundation of this video.
You must have forgot the tricks of the trade. The ways of a gangster doesn't change when he's paid. A gangster keeps his head on the swivel, strong hand on the chrome, and the other one on the dribble. I mean, I'm trying to keep it simple, but this is not a fucking street lesson. This is a trick of my Smith & Wesson, a trick that could send you to the other side of heaven.
Welcome to the lab, fellas. Welcome to the video. Get relaxed, if you will. We're going to be conducting some intense research today. We're going to have a little breakdown of why you so butt cheeks at the game, bruh. Or why you are so ass at the game, bruh. Why you end up hopping on the game every Saturday night, getting your cheeks clapped like something gonna change, my brother. On a serious tip, if you've been playing Madden consistently, Ultimate Team specifically, and Regs as well, even if you are pretty good at the game, like consistently winning Super Bowls, you have a positive win-loss record, you'd eventually run into a guy who is literally unfucking touchable. He has a scheme that has broken the game, and it sees through the mechanics and the code of Madden. And sometimes, shit, even most of the time, potentially, you know what he's gonna run, and you may even know how to counter it, but the game mechanics will not let you react as you intended, simply because you are countering with methods that make sense in real football but do not make sense in the code of EA Sports Madden title or the NCAA 25 title. And that brings me back to the quote at the beginning of the video. If you play the game long enough, you recognize the patterns and exploit them. And that's simply what the Madden pros are doing. Not saying that they have no football IQ by doing this, because they clearly fucking do, winning hundreds of thousands of dollars, even millions, playing virtual football. No matter how ass Madden is at replicating football, it's still, at the end of the day, is football. And I think you could learn a lot about the game of football by simply playing Madden. So much legends I never heard of and schemes I never would have thought of if it wasn't for me hopping on Madden. But back on topic, exploiting game mechanics is what the pros are doing, and it's not something new. Niggas been exploiting games since Pac-Man and the arcade days and shit. The arcade sweats back then, they got so good at games like Pac-Man because they recognized that the individual ghosts only had but so many programmed movements, and they built their evasive tactics off the weakness in the game's code. So if you play against someone who has focused their scheme around exploiting the weaknesses and flaws in the code of the game, they have the clear advantage, and also they have unexpectedly tooted your cheeks up in proper cheek clapping form to then pelvic thrust your sorry ass out the game. And EA could give less a fuck. Why you think the schemes are becoming so one-dimensional nowadays? In Madden 20, motherfuckers were running power O out of goal line set the whole fucking game. Madden 21 and 22 for a little bit had them cheesy ass one-play touchdowns, because for some reason, if you scramble out of the pocket, your deepest safety would haul ass down the field like he was in range to make the sack or some shit. Madden 23 brought them dollar corner blitzes and man blitzing you to hell, and literally everybody had a coverage beat in play. Any coverage, they had a money play for it. Madden 24 is where I drew the line in the sand and retreated back to the Xbox 360 where I belong, cause I ain't even the type to complain about it. I'm like a hermit crab. I only come out when the game is good. I don't accept it just being playable. I need the game to be good. And Madden 23 was a pretty good game to me. I don't really care about motherfuckers exploiting the game, because that's a part of gaming, you feel me? Though I do enjoy the chess match of football. These new niggas don't care nothing about no chess matches and shit. They just trying to get that dub by any means necessary. And they do that by playing against the code. You yourself, you are just one user on the field. There are 10 other guys on the field. The best players are building a strategy against the code of the game and then strategizing against the person they're playing. But that's not my problem. In Madden 24, they just straight up lied to us. They gave us a product that was not advertised. They said that There was going to be a new dynamic blocking system. The lineman was going to be able to recognize that the blitzes that killed us all last year. They said defenses would react better than it was in previous Maddens. And then they actually ended up taking away the ability to swat the ball and play the receiver in the pre-play. Like, what the fuck are we doing? They just scammed the fuck out of us. And the only reasonable solution that the community could come up with is a fucking pack strike. You dumb motherfucker, just stop buying the game. But that's besides the point, because if you are here, you most likely still play Madden today, and you want to know why your cheeks are being pelvically thrusted time and time again. I actually don't play modern Madden anymore. I still watch Madden content, and I still am in tune with the comp scene, because it's a lot of creators I enjoy watching who make vids about Madden. Shut up. Fun fact, I love Madden 23. Madden 23, in my opinion, is the best Madden for the next generation of consoles. It was a Madden that I really enjoyed, and it's the Madden that introduced me to the competitive Madden scene, and it's actually what inspired me to make this video, because when I first started playing Madden 23, I was coming from NCAA 14 on the 360. I was still using my scheme I was running on NCAA 14, because that's what I was used to running, and I was getting my cheeks thrashed just like you are today. But then I came up with a new scheme that was catered to the code of the game, and that could counter those who built their schemes to match the code of the game. And that's when I started seeing success, and I could finally compete against these Madden sweats. And Madden sweats and Madden content creators actually capitalize off this method of exploiting code by selling ebooks. I'm actually against buying ebooks, because I feel like it takes away from the fun of the game. Don't you want to come up with your own shit, put in the work to develop your own playbook, and compete with something that you created? But to each its own, you feel me? And before I left the Madden scene, it really started to feel like the passion for football has been sucked out of the game, because motherfuckers is stooping to the lowest methods to get that dub. Man, some of these dudes will stab their own mama to get that dub. I always said that the Madden community is the most underrated, toxic community in gaming. It's so toxic and dick ratty that if you run your own shit, your own off-meta scheme, they call your shit bubblegum. Nigga, they say that shit is trash. That shit is not the move. They look at your ass as less than if you not running what everybody else is running. And this is what happens when a game's code has so much exploitative holes in it. Players are going to start exploiting it to the max degree. Casuals are going to get tired of getting their cheeks clapped by the same tired ass plays, and next thing you know, the casuals are sweats now, and everybody is running the same exploitive plays against each other, and the game feels tired and soulless because all the sweats have beaten the life out of the casuals, because they are playing against the code. They are looking to exploit the code, and they're just looking at the other player as an annoyance in the gaming competition. So if you are struggling in Madden right now, you need to start recognizing the patterns in the AI and the flaws in the code, and then exploit them. I promise you, every single game that ever be created has a flaw in the code, and is being exploited right now. So build your scheme off exploiting the weakness in the code, and then capitalize on the weakness of your opponent. But always prioritize the weakness in the code over the weakness of your opponent, because the code is the foundation of the game, and your opponent is just playing it.
Picture that boy, you're snooze on the grind. Hope them boys, I might lose it. Let your bitch boy, she true. No call to her, she true.